like that. Take another length of your packing tape and keep that to put on the bottom. And we're going to start with the trace that's on the bottom. Get our epoxy. And just dab it in there. Now you want to overfill the cavity, that way you can go back later and sand it down. You sand it down so that it's nice and even with the substrate. Just like that. Okay, then you take your length of tape and you want to put it loosely over the bottom. There we go. You just want to put it down loosely, like that. Okay, flip it over. And then fill the top side. And again, you want to overfill it. Just like that. Need a little bit more. Okay. And then what you do is you take the lip of your tape, pull it up like this, just like that, and let it cure. And while you're waiting for that to cure, you can have a snack. Okay, step 3 is to cut our new trace and apply it to the board. Now our pole position board is still curing, and probably will be for several days. But what I've got is an Atari basketball board that had the same problem, and I filled it in with epoxy and sanded it down, and it's all ready to go. We're gonna do the back side. So what we do is you take your copper tape and your X-Acto knife, and you want to cut out a piece that's going to be the width of your original trace. Right about here. Looks good. Okay. You want to cut enough off, but still leave some overlap on the original trace, so that you can have some overlap there to solder to. So we're going to want it about right about here. Okay, there's our new trace. Okay, now before we put our new trace on, what we want to do is dab a little bit of solder onto our residual trace so that we can have some solder between that and our new trace. A little bit of flux on there. Just a dab. Spread it around a little bit. Bingo. That's all you need. And we're going to take our new trace and put our new trace over top of it and in position. Now the sticky on the new trace is good enough just to hold it in position, but you don't really want to rely on it to hold your connection. You really want to solder it on one side and epoxy it on the other. Okay. Now, what we're going to do here is use some pre-wetted solder wick along with a little bit of additional solder. And we want to solder the connection away from the leading edge of the edge connector. But before we do that, we want to make sure that this side is anchored correctly, and that's where your spring clamp comes in. Now, since you're going to be heating this thing up, you don't want to use your pieces of cardboard with the cellophane on it, because it'll probably melt. So what we're going to do is secure the new trace on one side using the spring clamp. Like so.